Despite the numerous challenges, the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, is optimistic that the outcome of the elections would significantly shape the nation's democracy and democratic process. Chief Obasanjo shared his thoughts in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, after casting his vote at a polling unit there. Well, in spite of the initial challenges which trailed the voting exercise, things went along peacefully. Well, voting took place in some states across Nigeria, but before then, the accreditation in most states went on with a few hitches. Here's what our correspondents on the field sent in.
The D-Day has come for Nigerians to vote in their president. Across the country, accreditation commenced in full force. In Lagos, southwest Nigeria, all appeared to be going well. The streets were deserted. The polling units were the busy areas where people underwent the accreditation process. Ekiti and Oyo states also had people at the polling units being accredited.
No matter what happens, we must ensure that there is no violence. We must all come together as one. We are first and foremost Nigerians. Whether you're an APC member, PDP, a Christian or a Muslim, Northern or a Southerner, whatever you are, we are Nigerians. And to be a Nigerian is a beautiful thing. And we should understand that the whole world is watching us. So let's do it together. Let's stand in unity and in peace. And whoever wins at the end of the day, let's remember that we are first and foremost Nigerians and that this country must move forward.
From the southwest to the southeast, in Owerri, the Imo State capital, election materials arrived at about 8 a.m. Accreditation had also commenced, except for a few hitches, which the INEC official promised would be sorted out. Accreditation seems to have started a bit late in Cross River State in Nigeria's south-south.
INEC officers are not here. 8 o'clock was the accreditation. Nothing has started.
At the Federal Housing Estate in Calabar, INEC materials arrived at about 8:30 a.m. In Rivers State, the citizens seemed impressed with the accreditation process. They said the election preparation this time was better than the previous.
To see that they have dispatched people to the various wards, which was not like that, which was not what we used to see. There's a great improvement. Even as I was driving into this place, a few units I've seen people, I've also seen security, I've seen some INECs have in 1 or 2 places. What it means that there's a tremendous improvement from what it used to be before.
But for the state governor, Chibike Amechi, all appeared not to be well, as he refused to be accredited over non-availability of result sheets at his polling unit.
It's that I'm denied voting.
Has refused to be accredited?
No, it can't be that I refuse to be accredited.
Okay.
If you show me the result sheet now, I will go for accreditation.
Okay.
If you show me a result sheet here now, I will go for accreditation. I heard the copper say no result sheet. So what am I accrediting for?
They are refusing even INEC official from moving the material. I've told the brigade commander I'm waiting to see what he's going to do.
Away from the south and to the north, in Kano State, there was a crowd of people waiting to be accredited. While some stood in the queue, others sat, waiting patiently. There was also the presence of security personnel. At about 9 a.m. in Jos Plateau State, materials were distributed to the ad hoc staff. All over the country, the accreditation exercise witnessed mixed fortunes, but in many areas, voting has since taken place.
Operating the card readers proved to be a major challenge in today's election in the southeast of Nigeria. And our correspondents in Abia, Anambra and Imo also reported the absence of INEC officials, which disappointed many who came out to cast their votes.
Queues at many polling centers across Anambra State. INEC officials failed to show up on time, and this did not go down well with many of the voters. And in places where the card readers were present, the officials had a hard time operating them and coping with a large crowd growing impatience with the wait.
We arrived here 7 o'clock, waiting for them to come as scheduled 8 o'clock, but they didn't come. Now they came after 11 or thereabouts, and they're now saying that card reader is not working as a result of network problem or whatever.
The state governor, Willie Obiano, who arrived at his ward mid-morning, was very disappointed with the absence of INEC officials.
This is my card. I came to accredit, and nobody, not even their table is here. This is very embarrassing.
Voters in Abia State did not enjoy a better fate. Many had been waiting in queues before the arrival of Governor Theodore Orji, who was accredited alongside his wife. He later paid a visit to the office of the resident electoral commissioner, Professor Selina Oko, where he complained about the dearth of INEC officials at the polling booths and failure of the card readers.
Some places where they are not functioning well, and their people have said they're coming to where to change them. The areas to go, the workers have not reported within town. So my problem is, how are you going to take care of this country, the ones that are faulty?
If by 1 o'clock the card reader is not replaced or rectified, the election and that will be postponed till the next day. Yes.
The situation was a lot better in Imo State, where accreditation and voting went smoothly. Save for several arrests made by security agents, the governor, Rochas Okorocha, said he was impressed with the turnout.
The election is going on normally. There have been incessant arrests of innocent citizens who are registered here, who have their voters registration card, who have committed no offense, and they're just arrested and kept in one place for frivolous allegations.
INEC has sought to rectify issues with the card readers, and the new directive on manual accreditation and continuation of the voting exercise on Sunday could further test people's patience on deciding who leads Nigeria. Amarachi Ubani, Channels Television News.
Now, the outcome of today's elections will go a long way towards influencing democracy and peace building here in Africa. Now, this is the view of some academics and international affairs professionals at the Africa Leadership Conference in King's College, London. The former governor of Ekiti State, Kayode Fayemi, who delivered a lecture on peace building, leadership and democratic consolidation in Africa, noted that insurgency and political participation should be given greater attention. Our correspondent in London, Doris Okenwa, reports.
In the UK, it's a case of vicarious participation in the elections. Quite a number of people went back home to vote, but you still have a good number in town, keeping in touch with friends, loved ones through phone calls, text messages, emails, and staying online to keep in touch with what is going on. Now, last night, some people prayed their way into 28th March.
Every power of satanic, the holding power in the country of Nigeria, every hand of Satan, every hand of demon's power, putting our country backward and backward. Tonight, as we stand on our feet, we agree together in the name of Jesus Christ, who created heaven and earth, to scatter all their weapons, to scatter all their plans.
A member of the British Parliament in attendance exhorted the congregation to keep faith and hope for better days ahead in Nigeria.
Whatever choice the people of Nigeria make, we must absolutely pray that God comes and rescues Nigeria.
Election day proper dawned with various groups across the UK monitoring events in the company of party compatriots, friends and family. Many are glued to the internet, tracking events in real time. Others have stacks of phone cards to stay on the line with folks at home for updates.
Electoral contests should be a very civil and peaceful process. We continue to call for free, fair and credible elections in a peaceful environment.
What we've done is to try to get across to our family back home, to sensitize them about the importance of voting.
Some people have been denied, some people have been frightened away, and sending it, if the police are not guaranteeing safety of lives, it will still be the same thing.
While Nigerians abroad cannot vote, a sore point for many, They recognize that whatever happens has an impact on the families they've left behind, and even in their own lives, one way or another. From London, Doris Okenwa, Channels Television News.
When the news at 10 returns, security situation during the election, plus the determination of night voters. Do join us again.